What is good, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media. This is Richie, and the New York Knicks win streak has officially come to an end. The Knicks lose to the Phoenix Suns and snap our 9-game winning streak. And in this video, I'm going to give you guys my recap to the entire game and how I'm so proud of this team. And this was a crazy game from start to finish. Shout out to the Phoenix Suns. They are definitely legit, and you can see why the second best team in the entire NBA. We're going to get right into this recap video. It was a very unfortunate loss, but I went into this game with the mindset of, you know what, we're going up against the best team in the league, one of them, right? And obviously we want to win this game because it'll be such a pivotal moment for this season. We get 10 straight. We prove to the league that we can beat one of the best teams in the NBA, and it's a big test for us. But even before the game started, I said, if we compete and go toe-to-toe with this Phoenix Suns team and still lose, I'm not going to be that upset, just because we cannot forget about this historic run that the Knicks went on a 9-game winning streak. And yes, I say historic because we have not been on a win streak like this since 2013. So it's a big deal that these Knicks went on that 9-game streak, because we know that this West Coast trip, we were looking at it all season long. Right when the second half of the schedule came out, we saw that West Coast trip at the end of the year, and we thought, wow, that is going to determine if we make the playoffs or not. And what this 9-game winning streak did for us is it gives us so much flexibility where now we can afford to lose some games, because we're going to go up against some tough opponents, and I'm confident in going up against these tough opponents because I think this Knicks team can beat anyone, honestly, with the way they're playing. But what I'm trying to say is this 9-game winning streak is so big for the New York Knicks playoff push, and now we have officially 10 games remaining in the rest of the season. And man, I'm proud of this Knicks team because this run we're never going to forget it. Every time we look back to this 2021 season, we're going to think of that crazy run when Julius averaged 30 points per game on this 9-game winning streak, Derrick Rose and everything. But hey, this season's not over. Yeah, we lost tonight, but we're going up against the Bulls on Wednesday, and we're going to start a brand new streak because we got the Houston Rockets and then the Grizzlies. So hopefully we can take care of business, and then we're going up against really tough opponents like the Nuggets, the Suns again, the Clippers, the Lakers, and yeah, so you guys know what the schedule is. But let's get right into my recap of this game. I just wanted to talk about that 9-game winning streak because we definitely cannot forget about how wild that run is. But man, this game, right from the start, we were dominating. We were up, 17-5, 18-5 or something like that. And I'm like, wow, this Knicks team is absolutely special. We're already blowing them out of the water. I knew that this Suns team was going to come back eventually because they're that good. Chris Paul, oh my God, he is on another level. I've always been a Chris Paul fan since I've been young. And the way he finished off that game was historic, man. We witnessed greatness tonight. We witnessed one of the great point guards of all time just ice out a game, and you got to respect it. He was in the Garden. Obviously, we don't want that to happen. I'm not rooting for that to happen by any means necessary, but for Chris Paul to hit that crazy shot as the shot clock expires and then to hit that dagger three-pointer fade away from the top of the key was just insane. Nothing you can do about that. Play great defense. That's just a great player hitting a big-time bucket. Devin Booker, we were on his case all night, but he was making shots. And offensively for the Knicks, Derrick Rose led the team with points. He was going crazy. He literally turned back the clock. Derrick Rose is on another level. He's like so methodical out there. The game slowed down for him, and he was our best player on the court all game long. 22 points, 6 assists, 6 boards for Derrick Rose, 10 of 18 from the field. So efficient. This man really is on another level when it comes to his play, and you love to see Derrick Rose elevate everybody around him. He's, getting those nice assists. He's crashing the boards. He's scoring efficiently. He's doing everything we need to win basketball games. Even though we not win tonight, I love what I'm seeing from Derrick Rose. And tonight we saw Julius Randle not have his best performance, and the craziest part about that is we were winning the entire game with Julius not doing anything. So that tells you guys how deep this team really is. Even though our number one option, our best player on the team, was off, we were competing with the Phoenix Suns toe-to-toe, and that tells you a lot about the grittiness and that Big 15 mindset that this New York Knicks team has, because even though the head of the snake, our engine, our best player on the team, was struggling, we were in on it all game. And yes, I know we did not come out with the victory, and we needed Randle in the fourth quarter in particular, and he hit a very clutch shot late in the fourth with under a minute to go, that three-pointer in the corner. But we did not get to see a Julius Randle gem tonight like we've been used to for the past 10 games, which is unfortunate. So let's get back into the individual performers. That was Derrick Rose, Randle. Let's talk about RJ Barrett. RJ finished with 45 minutes. That's crazy. He's playing all these minutes simply because Alec Burks is out still. I think when Alec Burks comes back, they're going to tone down the minutes. I noticed that Thibodeau loves RJ on the court with the starters and the bench unit. Hey, he was on the bench for 3 total minutes, so obviously he's getting a lot of burn. Thibodeau's been known for this. I'm not surprised. And RJ Barrett, if there's anybody that can handle these minutes, it's him. He's 20 years old. He's the youngest player on the team, and he's the only player on the Knicks that has played every single game this season. So he's durable, and he's doing a lot of great things on the court. He finished with 17 points, 2 dimes, 4 rebounds, 7 of 18 from the field. And he did his job tonight. You know, he did not have the greatest shooting performance from the perimeter. He had 3 3-pointers on 9 attempts, but I love that he continues to shoot. He does not stop shooting. Even if he misses 4 in a row, he shoots that 5th and he'll hit it. That's why I love RJ Barrett as a player. Even though it doesn't matter if he's shooting well or not shooting well. It doesn't, affect his ability to score or his mindset. He always has that confidence within him, and that's why I feel like RJ is destined to be a great player later on in his career. Well, I'm sorry, right now he's great, but he's going to get better and better throughout his career. That's what I meant. Reggie Bullock, he had 17 points on 29 minutes, 6 of 11 from the field, 4 of 8 from downtown. He was 50% from 3, but it felt like he missed a lot of crucial shots, but hey, you cannot complain if someone goes 50% from downtown. Reggie did his job. Elfrid Payton, he did a good job earlier on in the game, but he only clocked in 14 minutes, so he did not see the floor at all tonight. 7 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists for Elfrid. And then, that's really it. There's no one else that stepped up. Emmanuel Quickley had a crazy shot. He finished with 11 points, 4 dimes, and 3 rebounds, 4 of 7 from the field. I wish we saw more from Quickley. And Obi Toppin had impressive minutes. Only 9 minutes of action, but to 6 points, 3 rebounds. I like what I saw from Obi Toppin, but that really is it for the individual performance. Let's get back into the game as a whole. This was a great basketball game. This was one of those games I'm watching. I'm like, this is prime time, really entertaining, fundamental basketball. Defense, it didn't have that feeling of, that new generation of basketball. It felt like old school to me, at least. That's the style that the Knicks play, even though we have Quickley shooting like 10 feet beyond the arc. That's obviously today's game, but it's a mixture of both, and that's why I love Thibodeau as our coach. We know that he has old school written all over him. He was the 90s Knicks assistant coach, and back in the Bulls and the Timberwolves, he always had that old school vibe, and a lot of people were harping on Thibodeau saying that he's not going to be able to thrive in today's NBA. Well, you see the roots of that old school vibe, and he kind of intermeshed the new school and the old school into his system. And I don't know if you guys realize that, but Thibodeau's evolution as a coach is insane. He is not doing the same things he did back in Chicago and Minnesota. He's changed it. He's adapted, and that's what great coaches do. They adapt to their environment, and Tom Thibodeau deserves a lot of credit, man. He's doing such great things for this Knicks team. He needs to get at least a couple Coach of the Year votes, and if we finish off strong, he could potentially win it, but I don't think he's going to. I think Quinn Snyder or Monty Williams might get that nod over him, even though Thibodeau deserves to be in the conversation, which I think he will be. And man, this game was just, I'm proud. I'm proud of this Knicks team. We easily could have went out there and got ahead of ourselves saying like we're on a 9-game winning streak, and then the Suns come in there and blow us out of the water. That would have been bad, but we went toe-to-toe with one of the best teams in the NBA, a Knicks team that is coming off a 9-game winning streak. We went down to the wire, went down to Chris Paul hitting some lucky-ass shots, and Johnson just all of a sudden becoming Steph Curry. Couldn't hit water in the ocean when in the beginning of the game, and all of a sudden he hits like 4 straight threes, and then Mikal Bridges, man, that kid's a stud. We all know that the Knicks passed on him for Kevin Knox, obviously, so he had a little pep in his step. He had a chip on his shoulder tonight because he knows the Knicks passed on him. Mikal Bridges is definitely a beast. Devin Booker was all over us all night. You can see why the Phoenix Suns are such a great team and why I think they're going to go deeper in the playoffs than some people think. Chris Paul is just an absolute on another planet. At the age that he's at, he still elevates games, elevates the guys around him to their maximum potential. He hits crazy shots. He was not doing anything offensively, to be honest, all game until late in the fourth quarter, and he just took over the game, hitting daggers after daggers. It was crucial. We had a very crucial turnover at the end of the game. We were down by 5 points with around 40 seconds left. Reggie Bullock had RJ wide open underneath the basket, and Reggie airmails the pass. Who knows what would have happened if RJ got that ball and laid it in? It would have been a 3-point game, but to be honest, Chris Paul probably still would have hit a clutch shot, and who would have known what happened. But still, man, it's a frustrating that we did not get this W because we all know we wanted that 10 straight win. Which Knicks fan on the planet did not want this win? But hey, we cannot forget about this 9-game winning streak we just went on. It was one of the best times to be a Knicks fan. We have not had this feeling of, excellence since 2013. It's been 7 years. So, hey, this is the beginning of something great. The job's not finished. We have 10 games left of the season, and hopefully we can make some noise come playoff time. And I'm so proud of this Knicks team. I just really am proud to be a Knicks fan. I'm happy to have all you guys watching my videos. I'm so happy to be part of this Knicks community, and I'm just so thankful that I have this YouTube channel that I created literally this season, right when the Knicks drafted Obi Toppin and Emmanuel Quickly. That was my first video, and I created content ever since that moment, and you guys have been showing me so much support on this channel, and it's all because of the Knicks. It's because of you guys, and I just want to say thank you for all the support here. I love the New York Knicks, as you guys can tell, and I know each and every one of you guys that's watching this video loves the New York Knicks just as much as I do. So that really does it for this video. I want to give you guys a little appreciative, how much I appreciate you guys and how much I appreciate these New York Knicks and how much you guys appreciate these Knicks, because we're all in this together. This is the beginning of something great for the Knicks in the future, not only this season, but next year and the years beyond. I feel like we're really brewing something special here with Leon Rose in charge and Worldwide West and Tom Thibodeau as the coach, and with the young core we have in place mixed with the veterans. I really feel like the best is yet to come, and it's going to be greater than we can even imagine. And I'm talking about in the future, like 2 or 3 years down the line. We can't even imagine where this Knicks team is going to be. This is the exact type of season that the Knicks needed before we can take that next step into prosperity, into being a serious contender. So remember that, and remember that the Knicks are back. So that does it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below a Statue of Liberty emoji if you stayed into the end. It kind of sucks making a video about the Knicks losing. I'm not used to it, but hey, you can't win them all. That does it for this one. I'll catch you guys in my next one. Let's go Knicks. Peace out, guys.